This is Kampala, the capital city of Uganda, hosting up to 3 million people during the day and 1.5 million in the night. A number of people are migrating here from their rural homes in search of better opportunities and services. But because majority are poor and can hardly afford a decent living, they end up in informal settlements where living conditions are appalling. Living conditions are characterized by congestion, inadequate housing, lack of drainage systems, poor hygiene, lack of water and sanitation facilities, as well as proper solid waste management systems. This subjects communities to regular disease outbreaks. Mpologomankade is a resident of Nabisalu Zone, Kanakulya Parish, Machine Division, in the suburbs of Kampala City. He is concerned about the rampant floods in his area that have affected his brewing business in the years. Because of indiscriminate solid waste disposal, residents throw garbage into the drainage channels which block the proper functioning of the drainage systems, causing regular floods on this village of 20,000 residents.
We have been losing people. For example, in 2012, we lost a family of 3 people because of the floods. We have diseases. Between 2008 and 2012, we have been with this problem of cholera. Always water collects, malaria. So those waterborne diseases, they are very common in this area.
In 2014, the People's Concerns received the attention of Environmental Alert, an NGO operating in the area. Environmental Alert took on construction of a 1,000-meter drainage channel under the Decent Living Project to reduce the damage caused by inadequate drainage systems in the area.
The first section where they are working on is actually about 600 meters. So there is another section which will connect to this and power to the main channel, which is around 400, which makes a total of 1,000 meters. So we hope that this can become an impetus or a motivation to them on proper disposal of solid waste.
One major challenge affecting the construction is the continuous release of blockage material into the drainage channel. This is largely because majority of the communities don't have adequate sanitation facilities.
We are going to have a series of sensitization meetings with this community and actually get their views and even have some demonstration to show them that what you are doing is bad.
As part of the project, Environmental Alert is constructing 6 sanitation facilities in the project area. The facilities are modern waterborne toilets with a business to enable residents enjoy improved sanitation services. The project engineer from Environmental Alert is visiting the facility in Kabao Zone to monitor construction progress.
We're actually progressing on well, looking at the schedule vis-a-vis the activities on site. They're actually in the final stages. They are trying to plaster and doing plumbing works. And these sites are actually 2 of them. One is on the other side of the zone, same zone, Kabao. The other one is on a roofing level. This one they have already roofed and we are trying to finalize.
Some 2 years ago we had a baseline survey. We carried out a baseline survey in the parish to establish the needs of the community. We found out that there was an acute need of mainly two issues: water and sanitation. Before, you would find feces all around the place, and this prompted us that this could cause a typhoid fever, could cause some diseases in the area. That's why we selected this area to have a facility.
The Decent Living Project aims at improving living conditions of 50,000 slum dwellers in Machindi and Lubaga divisions in Kampala district. The specific outputs are equitable access to decent housing, clean, safe water and proper sanitation, improvement of vocational skills of women and youth in income-generating activities, and strengthening partnerships in engaging and influencing housing and WASH-related policies.
Environmental Alert works in partnership with like-minded civil society organizations, and Decent Living Project is one of those projects that we implement in partnership with others like WaterAid, KCCA, and we envision a prosperous future, a life free of poverty and suffering, and communities living in harmony with their environment. Our mission is therefore to contribute to achieving prosperity for the communities, for Ugandans in general, I should say for the world in general and Ugandans more specifically.
WaterAid, as an international organization, as a global organization, our business is exclusively to facilitate disadvantaged communities to ensure that they have access to water, sanitation and hygiene services. And we work here in Kampala. We target slums. And that's why I talked about disadvantaged people. They live in areas like where we are right now. And we are now talking about sustainable goals, which are talking about access to water for all. So we partnered with the KCCA, with the Environmental Alert, with the SSA to ensure that through our mission, vision, and what we have planned to do, that we're able to reach the kind of communities that we are seeing here today.
KCCA as an authority does not have all the resources, and yet the needs in the communities are quite many. And one of them, in particular as public health, we are concerned about issues of sanitation and water, because out of those two, we get challenges. If you do not attend to the sanitation and water needs of a community, that's when you end up with diarrheal diseases like cholera that we've just seen recently in Kampala. You end up with diseases like typhoid and so on. When we partnered with WaterAid, as donors, they had some money which they were able to donate, and then Environmental Alert was able to do the work in partnership with the KCCA.
The Decent Living Project empowers 20 community-based women and youth organizations with vocational and business skills to gain increased incomes from their enterprises. Today, 20 women from 4 different CBOs are on a learning tour of the Jimmy Sekesi restaurant in Kampala. This is part of a 2-day training organized by Environmental Alert at the Jimmy Sekesi Training Institute. The training is aimed at expanding participants' theoretical and practical skills in food handling and business management.
Kati tuyize nti omuntu osobola okubeerawo n'okwasaganya bizinensi n'obeera ng'ofumba ate ne mubeerawo ne restaurant yammwe nga musobola okuba nga muyingiza buli lunaku sente kye tubadde tutamanyi, era ffe tubadde tumala ebbanga myezi nga 4, 5, 6 nga tuli awo tulinda mulimu tetukola tetukulaba. Environment Alert netugula obwongo, ffe tusazeewo tugenda kunoonya ekifo naffe tugulewo ka bizinensi tutandike okukola nga tufuna twagala naffe tufune ku ssente ya buli lunaku.
These people have businesses, yes, but lack some specific skills in their businesses. And most of these CBOs, since they are ladies, they do catering services to different people. So that led us to sponsoring the different CBOs, bring them up and connect them with Jimmy Sekesi Institute to get better training and skills in catering services.
Mirembe Development Group is one of the CBOs supported in the project. The group was started by 3 women in 2009 as a self-help and savings circle in Kabao Zone. Today it is made up of 40 women and 20 unemployed youth. The group specializes in the production of snacks from corn, peanuts, soya and daddies. In spite of the support provided by Environmental Alert, the group's productivity remains low, mainly due to the use of rudimentary traditional ovens. The traditional oven uses 1 fuso truck of firewood in 2 days, making the business very costly. In addition, the location of their business is hardly accessible and inconvenient for production of foodstuffs.
Ekyoto kituyisa bubi nnyo omukka kifulumya omukka mungi nnyo. Mukka ogulwaza amaaso, gutulwaza ebifuba, kubanga bwe tuba tufunye oda za kekisi tujja tupangisa eyo kati agali badde nga ate amagoba ge mwali mfunyeko nti amagoba gawerako ate mugazi eri gye mpangisiza ki oven naye nga tunaba tusobodde okufuna obuyambi mu environmental art tujja kubanga batuyambe okunyenya tujja kweyongera n'okuyingiza.
In 2016, Environmental Alert intervened to support the group with a modern energy-saving oven. Construction has just kicked off, and group members are contributing labor and some materials. One of the CBOs supported in the project, Clean Environment for Africa, was identified to construct the facility in a convenient location, donated by one of the group members.
Ettaka lino kale wano we tuli wange era nga twali tukolereyo waggulu nga tetupangisayo bupangisa kati ne tutuula ng'abakyala twafuna ka meeting ne batusaba aba environmental alert ne batugamba bwe tuba tulina bye batusobola otuzimbira ekyoto ekyo tufune batuzimbire kati ne mbawa kale ekifo tuteekemu ekyoto kyaffe tube nga tukolera wano.
In addition, the program empowers communities with advocacy skills to effectively engage in policy implementation, demand for services, and accountability from duty bearers.
Here we work hand in hand with the duty bearers, particularly KCCA, National Water, and Ministry of Water and Environment, to see to it that the policies that are being developed are actually friendly and will in the end bring about better service delivery to these urban slum communities, as we also promote civic engagement, empowering the community advocacy structures to be able to demand these services from government and other duty bearers.
Sensitization and awareness creation on issues pertaining to hygiene and sanitation affecting the community is a key activity in the project. This is carried out through different approaches, including drama. A short drama is being performed to highlight bedbug control for proper hygiene and sanitation in Kanakuria and Nabisalu zones. The drama is performed at an event organized by Environmental Alert and her partners to hand over equipment geared towards effective bedbug control. The event is attended by village health teams, local leaders, and community members.
Drama is one of the avenues for awareness creation. So look at drama because it integrates, it comes closer to the community, and the people acting were actually one of the members of the communities, and actually delivering a message on why it is important for them to be mindful of their health, but in particular about bed bugs, which have been a problem identified within this community. So it was just a mechanism, message delivery to these communities.
Kiraze nti abantu abadde wano abakiikiridde bannaabwe batekedde ebigenda okukolebwa naddala nga ebintu ebibaweereddwa wano eddagala n'okumanya engeri ki banaalifunamu batya nabo kennyini okwefaako ne batalekera gavumenti kubanga bo be gavumenti.
The progress in implementation is in advanced stages because the project is expected to end by December 2015. So it means that most of the activities, about 90%, have been implemented. And even for those that have not yet been implemented, we want to have an arrangement where we've had commitments with the commitments so that we are able to implement even after project end in such a way that any funds that are earmarked for the project, we are able to use them so that they are not taken back by the donor.
As the project winds up, Environmental Alert prepares project beneficiaries to own project initiatives. This is partly done to ensure sustainability of project initiatives. A big handover ceremony is usually organized to act as a symbol for official Passover. In Kabawa Zone, the modern improved oven constructed for Mirembe Development Group is complete, and today is the handover. Before the handover, the group members are taken through an end-user training to introduce members to its operation and maintenance.
Because this is a new technology, it's not common everywhere. They have to know how to operate it and manage it. And we're lucky enough, we are there even to demonstrate the baking. We managed to bake a lot of cakes, and people have even seen how it is really working.
Kyoto kinakyusa embeera y'obulamu bwaffe olw'ensonga tubadde nga tufulumya keeke kangeza olunaku nga tuyinza okufumba bukeeke nga 9 oba 10, naye kati olunaku tujja kusobola mufulumya keeke ezisukka mu 13, ate nga tugenda kwongerako nebibadde tusobola kufumba olw'ensonga tubadde tulina oveni eyo nga kukizi tubadde tusobola zifumba olw'ensonga tetubadde na kyoto ekyo. Twakwongera n'okuba naffe abadde balina emirimu batandise dda n'okutulamuza, twetaaga mutuyingize mu gurupu yammwe mutuyigirize n'okukola ebintu ebyemukola.
We have 12 CBOs to be supported, and this is just one of them. The rest of the CBOs will be supported with different equipments according to what they do. For example, we have those that produce liquid soap. We shall support them with gadgets to improve their production. We have youth who do craft shoes. We are planning to support them with a better machine to do the crafts better. We have a group of women and youth who do solid soap. We are planning to support them with a machine that does solid soap.
On Tuesday, February 16th, the toilet facility at the Mutundwe Kabawa Zone is also handed over to the community.
So for Kampala Capital City Authority, we helped with the designs of that toilet, but we also have been helping with the technical support. As the construction has been going on, we've been providing technical input to ensure that this toilet comes up the way it is supposed to, according to the designs. But it's been a partnership, and we are very grateful to WaterAid, who have actually provided the funds, and then we've been able to work with Environmental Alert to ensure that this toilet is done in the last couple of months.
Despite the project achievements, access to land for construction of houses and sanitation facilities nearly hindered project progress. There were delays in project progress as more time was needed to engage landlords and other stakeholders.
From the lessons that we have learned over the time of implementation,